I'm Larry Kanikinberg and my wife is Janet. We were part of the Plain Community Church from about 1999 to 2007, and we lived over in Arlington, and we have a place in Ponderosa, and since that time we moved over here about 8 months ago, so we've been attending the church ever since. As far as my affiliation with the church, I've been on the board, was on the building committee and several other things, and headed Pastor Prayer Partners, and just involved in everything that the church had going on. Then we started thinking about the addition on the church because we were getting too full, and so we started having meetings. We made some rough sketches up, and I've been in construction most all my life, and so I drew up some plans after we took the sketches before the congregation and met with a local architect just for some input. And then after I got the final drawings ready to submit to the county, we also had a local engineer that was a real nice guy, and he volunteered to do everything we needed engineering-wise for free. Finally got to a point where we could submit all the plans to the county, and took care of that, met with them many times because there was a lot of red tape that we hadn't figured on too that they didn't warn us about up front. And so we got the building permit finally, and we began to tear up the ground around the building, and we found some awfully large boulders, like about half the size of a Volkswagen, some bigger than that, and so they were all pushed out of the way, and we started on the foundation, and we hired a few of the subs to do some of the work because we didn't have the time or the wherewithal to do it all ourselves. But this project from start to finish was it was really neat because we got to share a lot of our lives and our time working shoulder to shoulder with a lot of these people in the church that ordinarily we really wouldn't get to know. And it was just great to see these people that were willing to give of themselves so much and work through some of the situations that we have. Many of the people in the church, men and women combined, worked on the church whenever we could. We tried to keep it going 6 days a week, and some days we had 2 or 3 people, other days we might have 10, usually on the weekends, and it was really a great time. Everybody really enjoyed the working, and the men did a great job considering most of them weren't really carpenters by trade. And also got to give a lot of credit to the ladies because they were always there cooking us meals, and they were really good meals. And I've even had people comment now that they really miss that time sitting around eating, just talking and doing all that. Can't thank those ladies enough because it made a big difference on what we were doing and how we felt, and made our days go a lot quicker. I can say that there truly was never a time when anybody was grumbling or unhappy about the job that they got assigned, but we let them choose pretty much what they wanted to do. I do want to thank our pastor, Ed Anderson, that was here at the time, because throughout the entire project there probably were very few days that he wasn't working with us side by side there and enjoying and suffering through some of the things that we had to struggle with on. And one thing that I can honestly say about the church is that though this was just a job to many people, the people who were involved in the church, it was never just a job. It was sharing themselves, sharing their time. We just really had a good time doing what we're doing and investing in the future of the church and those that'll touch through the years.